If you're struggling to find enough time to fit in enough cycling in your week to see some improvements, then in today's video, I'm going to show you exactly the workouts that you need to do in order to cycle faster and cycle stronger, and how you can do so in as little as 5 hours per week. It's recommended that we should be doing at least 150 minutes of cardiovascular exercise per week. And this equates to about 2.5 hours of cardio. And this will help to minimize the risk of heart disease or stroke. But in a recent Instagram post by Ineos San Milian, he argued that we should be doing at least 300 minutes of cardiovascular exercise if we're looking to significantly improve our longevity. And for many people in the comments, this was argued that how am I supposed to do 300 minutes when I can't even do 150 minutes of cardiovascular exercise? And for a lot of people, this is a really valid point. We all don't have the time to fit in as much exercise as we would like. But if we can rearrange our time and schedule our time more efficiently, certainly achieving 5 hours of cardiovascular exercise per week is more than achievable. And if you're a cyclist like myself, how can you utilize those 5 hours most efficiently to get the most benefits from your time? So session number 1 is making sure you're doing plenty of zone 2. So make sure a couple of those workouts per week, a recovery ride and a zone 2 ride. So your recovery ride can be after a weekend ride, and your zone 2 predominantly in the week. And you can generally use your zone 2 and a recovery as a similar ride. So what I mean by that, you could do a zone 2 in a more middle to higher zone 2, so a little bit more intensity, and then you can utilize your recovery ride still in zone 2, but towards the lower end of zone 2. So you're not taxing the body as much, not putting as much load for the body, allowing your body to recover and provide enough recovery time for the harder workouts in the week. Session number 2, we'll make sure you're doing at least a hard threshold session per week. For me, this is a building block session that I do on the watt bike, and this equates to me doing 10 4-minute efforts at my FTP. And for me, this is how I progress my fitness. So I'm doing this week in, week out, and as I get fitter and those efforts get easier, then I'll repeat an FTP test, increase my FTP values, and then start again. Then I would use that session again to try and maintain that FTP at the new level. And as that gets easier again, then I progress. And that's an easy way of just fitting in one good solid threshold session per week. And the final session of the week would be just your weekend ride. And this can be as little as 2 hours at the weekends. So if you do 2 hours of zone 2 recovery rides, 1 hour of hard threshold zone 4 efforts, and then 2 hours at your weekend for a nice steady zone 2 with some efforts thrown in if you're doing a few climbs or riding a bit harder within your group. And that is all you need. That's 5 hours of cycling per week to significantly improve your benefits from cardiovascular exercise, but also to improve your cycling ability. If you do have extra time and you can go out for longer at the weekends, then always approach that as a bonus rather than thinking you need to do double the amount, 8 to 9, 10 hours a week of cycling, which for many people, if they're really passionate about cycling, can easily accommodate. For a lot of people, if you are struggling to find that time and you haven't got any big goals or big events coming up, and you just want to maintain a good level of fitness, improve your health in the future, and extend your life by doing more cardiovascular exercise, then just try and stick around 2 hours of cycling at your weekend rides, 3 hours in the week, and that should easily accommodate 5 hours of cycling per week for you. Let me know your thoughts about this in the comments below. Do you struggle to fit in as much cycling within your week as you would like, or do you manage to accommodate more hours than most when it comes to time on the bike? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.